What is up, guys? JPodTech108 here, and welcome to my Let's Play of Asagao Academy. So this is unlike any game I've ever done on my channel. It's anime dating sim, and you know I'm into anime. Dating sims never done that before, so this is new for me. A nice logo. Wow, the visuals are really nice. I like the music too. I'm gonna guess that's our main character. Normal boots. Right, so normal boots is the center of, like, it's the focus of the story. All the people. I watch JonTron. Watch him a lot. BBG's videos are also really good. Gerard, I watched him the completionist. Shane, never heard of that guy. Jared, yeah, I watch him sometimes. Oh, Jared. That's part of his channel. Oh, another character. Building, like for an academy. Wow. Like, I'm assuming this is could be a college.
Asagao Academy. Normal Boots Club.
Nice. Let's play. Let's get right into it. So excited to play this. Chapter 1. Yep, that's our main character, alright. The train made its way along the gentle curve of the coast of Japan. Oh, it's based in Japan. Nice. Whisking me farther and farther from home. Across from me sat a boy, face half buried in a newspaper. He was deeply interested in whatever article he was reading, and hadn't spoken a single word to me, even when I asked if I could join him in the last compartment with any available space. He shrugged, nodded, and adjusted his newspaper without ever making eye contact. It had been almost an hour, in fact, and he hadn't once looked at me. So let me just say this real quick. So in the comments, be sure to give me feedback of whether I'm going too fast, too slow, or whether I should narrate at all. I appreciate you guys' feedback, and that'll help me a lot, and it'll make the video more enjoyable for you guys. Devoid of conversation, I took instead to counting the buttons on the pretentiously lush carmine seat cushions. 1, 2, 3, 21, 22, and so forth, over and over. Now and again I turned to look out the window where the trees were blurring by. Sometimes the smeared green would break and reveal the quiet blue of the sea of Japan. I hope to visit Japan someday. It sounds really nice there. Eventually this rapidity made my stomach churn, and I went back to counting the buttons on the seat cushions. 1, 2, 3. The train compartment shuddered around us. My eyes wandered to the boy in his jacket. It wasn't the school-issued blue that I and the other students on the train were wearing. Instead, it was a green varsity-like jacket with an embroidered patch poorly sewn up front. Almost sneezed there. So you're first year then. He folded his... Hey, that's bro Jared! He folded his newspaper neatly, set it in his lap, and looked at me with a half-interested gaze. Trying not to sneeze. Did he just catch me staring? Now that the paper was gone, I saw his face. He watched me through heavy-lidded eyes. Look at the sparkles around him. That nice touch. His hair was immaculately groomed, his teeth straight and blindingly bright. He almost keeps sneezing. I hate that feeling. There was something about him, the way the light hit him, that made him look like he was almost sparkling. Me? He glanced around the compartment, empty beside us, and left. Oh, no, I'm not a first year. I'm a third year. train began to slow, metal wheels groaning against metal tracks. The sun's shift threatened to rob me of whatever was left in my stomach, but I closed my eyes and took a deep breath, willing myself to keep it together. What kind of impression would I leave, puking on a student before I even arrived at the academy? The boy frowned. I picked at the hem of my con skirt. That's not possible. I've never seen you before. It took me a moment of mouth fishing to find a response. It's because I'm a transfer student. She laughed again. A transfer student, huh? We don't get many of those. I removed my acceptance letter from the front pocket of my uniform. The paper, heavyweight, off-white, had accumulated creases from my reading and rereading, as if the words might have changed since the last time I read it. The boy took it, studied it, then handed it back to me.
I'll see you around.
I suppose I'll be seeing you around. The story's interesting so far, to be honest. It's pretty cool. It was then I realized he, having gotten it from my acceptance letter, knew my name and I never got his. The train settled at the station. I filed out with the rest of the uniformed students. It was early April and the last frost of winter had come and gone. The trees were already green, their leaves shivering in the occasional gust weaving through them. The air was mild, only a few clouds hanging in the sky. I walked along the road with the swarm of loose-jacketed bodies, looking at the little groups breaking off from the crowd. Everyone was buzzing so animatedly around me. I held my suitcase tight. Sorry about the phone in the background, by the way. Yeah, it's really annoying. I held my suitcase tight in my sweaty hands. It was leather-bound and worth more than anything it contained. Sentimental value? It wasn't far to the school, and I was, for maybe the first time in my life, thankful for what I owned. I didn't amount to much. My school issued black Oxfords clicked on the pavement. I walked this walk over and over in my mind. So many nights I lay awake, imagining what it would be like to walk from the train station to Asagao Academy this first time. My new start. I always imagined that everything would change for me on this walk. That somehow everything would be magically different. But as I looked around, I realized nothing had changed. I hadn't changed. By the time I reached the massive gate to the academy, I forgot all about the disappointment slouching in the back of my throat. School. Wow, that looks really nice. Again, I just have to say, that building just looks nice. If that's a high school, then wow. This was it, Asagao Academy. I glanced around, the swarm of students gathering around the gate. Beyond it, tiny blue people bounced around the academy's main building. A girl pressed a button. Wait, that's only one of the buildings? What? A girl pressed a button to the one side of the gate. The excitement in the air was almost palpable. My stomach tied itself into knots. I hate that feeling like your first day of school and like it's a new school and you just don't know everyone and everyone's just like, oh, I know you, hey, what's up? And then you're just like, I don't know anyone here. The crowd split off in different directions. For a moment I panicked. A tired-looking man with graying hair called out for first years, a cluster of fresh-faced students gathering around him. Hey, look at that girl. I turned a few feet away. A small group of boys were pointing at me and snickering. Pink hair, are you kidding me? How desperate can you get? Hot shame crawled down my neck. I attached myself to a group of girls, following a few steps behind them. In the distance, cicadas hummed in time to my shoes crunching against gravel. My hair. It wasn't my fault that my hair looked like this. As far as I know, it's not possible to have, for your hair to be genuinely pink. Unless she dyed it, permanently. How do you even do that? Luckily, I found myself at the girls' dormitory, a large sign in the lawn reading Primrose House. The building dwarfed me in size and sheer intimidation. How many students did Asagao have? As I approached the building, a red-headed girl lingering nearby caught my attention. Oh, that's the other character from the intro. I'm assuming she's one of the main characters. I looked away, then looked back. She was staring at me. Is she our roommate? She walked over.
Oh, you must be my roommate!
I mean, I don't know. She appeared in the intro. She looked important, so.
What? Bingo.
I'm sorry, a what? When I saw you outside the gate, I knew it was you. I mean, look at that hair. I felt a lump forming in my throat. What was she talking about? She had to be making fun of me. I hadn't spent more than 5 minutes on campus. I was already being mocked. My hands began to tremble. Is there something wrong with my hair? Her face slackened from its amused smile to a more worried expression. Then she began to laugh again. Yeah, she's not making fun of us.
Oh, no. It's great. I'm sorry. We're getting off on the wrong foot,
Sure
aren't we?
are.
Oh, gosh. I'm Mai Sasaki. You must be Hana. Hello.
It's nice to meet you, Mai. All your school books are waiting in our room with your welcome letter, and I read the envelope. I hope you're not mad. Mai started walking towards the dorm's front doors. I followed behind like a lost puppy. Did you check in at the front desk already? No, I didn't. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. Good. They'll offer to have a staff member give you a tour of the campus, but I can show you around. We don't get many transfer students in year 3, you know. Oh, is that your only bag? Just the one? Glad I brought an extra bag of stuff to decorate our room with. I started already. I hope you don't mind. But I did wait to string the lights. I thought we could do it together, you know. She seems nice. She spoke quickly, the words bubbling from her mouth, and left me no time to answer until the end of her monologue. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. Just looking at the visuals, man, this is so awesome. She held the front door open for me and I hurried inside. Again, I hate that feeling. I followed Mai as she led me through the maze of students and up 2 flights of stairs. Each dorm floor looked the same as the last. Narrow, white doors lining both sides of the pale pink walls. Thin gold numbers were tacked to the front of each, the numbers rising as we climbed. You're not missing anything with the campus tour, I promise. Mr. Saitoma does them every year, and he's like totally dope. He just drags you around the entire campus and talks that weird squeaky voice of his. I'll tell you everything you need to know. I smiled, trying to let this calm my nerves. Thanks. We headed down a hallway on the 3rd floor. Mike stopped us in front of a door number 325. Here we are. Potpourri. The walls, like the hallway, were soft, powdery pink. Mai already defaced them with a tapestry of posters, magazine cutouts, and photographs. Some of the photos were of cats. Oh, I love cats. But most were of male models and rugged musicians. A bunk bed, 2 writing desks with wooden chairs, a small dresser, and a mirrored vanity, all clearly provided by the school, were the only pieces of furniture in the tiny room. The top bunk was already covered in neatly tucked blankets and throw pillows of clashing patterns and colors. The bottom bunk had a single stiff-looking pillow, and a thin cotton blanket that I didn't need to know to touch was horribly itchy. I must have grimaced because Mike quickly smiled at me. I brought way too many pillows and blankets. I always overpack. I went to Italy over break and Mom got really mad at me because I brought 5 bags, but we were only there for a week. Lucky, she went to Italy. She laughed, pulled several blankets and pillows from her bunk, and rearranged them neatly on mine. A sudden twinge of guilt and embarrassment hit me. There, that's much better. Thanks, Mai. I placed my suitcase on the bottom bunk and began to unpack its contents. Several changes of clothing, pens and pencils, empty notebooks, a few photographs of my father, dilapidated stuffed rabbit, an old portable radio. I have one of those, and a small black box. Mai opened the curtains and the sunlight poured in. So, where are you from? I slid the now empty suitcase under the bottom bunk. About 2 hours north of here. It's a small town called Amiririsu. You probably haven't heard of it. I set the stuffed... By the way, I hope I pronounced that right. Amirisu. I set the stuffed rabbit, Mr. Bunny, on my bed beside a purple and teal throw pillow. Oh, did you go to a different boarding school, or... No, I went to a public school down the street from my house.
Really?
Public school? Oh, she went to private school. She's one of those people. What was that like? Were the students mean? Did you have a lot of friends? I always went to private schools. My parents worked a lot, and my dad goes overseas, so I think they stuck me here for convenience. Oh, hey, what's that? I removed an ornately patterned origami crate from the black box and was setting it on the unclaimed writing desk. Oh, thanks. My mother made it for me a long time ago. Set it beside a stack of thick textbooks, which I assumed were provided for me. Wow, it's so pretty. I've never seen a paper like that before. Oh yeah, the lights. Let me get them. Mai went to her own desk, opened the drawer, and pulled out a long tangled string of fairy lights. I thought these would look nice. Here, help me string them up. She grabbed a container of push pins, then pulled her wooden desk chair out and over to one wall. I did the same with my own. Together, we pinned the lights around the perimeter of the room. How was the train ride over? Did you meet anyone? No. Not really. I was in a compartment with some guy, and... Some guy, huh? Was he cute? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't even get his name. Mai seemed disappointed for a moment, then perked back up. You'll have to point him out to me if you see him again. Okay. Once we finished stringing the lights, Mai climbed down from her chair and brushed her hands together triumphantly. Done!
Yeah!
Okay, now it's time for lunch. The food here is pretty good. There's a ramen place down the street from campus. That's like out of this world, but the school only lets us leave campus on weekends. Mai walked to the window. We could go today because it's Sunday and it's pretty nice out, but I guess you might want to go to the camp since you just got here. We could. She talks a lot. She was suddenly interrupted by her enthusiastic laughter. Even she knows it. Oh my god, Mimi Santos totally just tripped outside and fell on her face. I saw it. Oh, is that mean to laugh? Maybe I shouldn't have. Oh well. Anyways, let's go eat. I'm totally starved. She let me out of the room before I even had the chance to respond. The cafeteria was buzzing with students excited for the new year. The only people as nervous looking as I felt were the tables of skittish, white-eyed first years. I stepped in a line behind Mai, taking an empty plastic tray. We shuffled through, asking for helpings from the sulky cafeteria workers when we passed something that looked good. With full trays, Mai led me straight to a table in the back where a few students were already sitting. Mai sat down and I took a seat across from her. Hi Mai, how was your break? It was good. I went to Italy and Spain. Spain too. Lucky. Dad fell off a ski jet and broke his ankle. Ouch. It's better now, though. Oh, well, that's nice. I expected to be introduced, but the girl turned her back to her group of friends, and Mai turned back to me. She began to assault her food and tell me in a practically minute-by-minute account about her fleeting romance last summer with the boy she met on a beach that didn't go further than a few salty kisses. I sat back and let Mai talk. For the first time since arriving on campus, I felt like I was finally able to breathe. I picked out my Brussels sprouts and studied Mai as she spoke. The more she talked, the more I began to notice small details about her. She had a high songbird voice. She's dynamic, her face twisting. Yeah, she has a lot of facial expressions. Her face twisting this way and that into exaggerated expressions as she spoke. She laughed often. She imitated people in wildly unflattering voices. Seemingly, I love people who imitate other people. It's actually pretty funny. But most notably, she talked. A lot. I didn't find this particularly annoying, as it filled the silence since she hardly ever asked questions that required my full attention. Just as Mai was rounding off a shockingly detailed account of the time she accidentally walked in on her friend's older brother in the act of changing, a flash of a familiar green caught my eye. I glanced over. Hey, that's him! Huh? Who? I leaned across the table to whisper just in case he could hear me through the ambient chatter of the classroom. Of the lunchroom, I mean. The boy from the train, that's him. Jared?
What?
Yeah, with the weird green jacket and swoopy hair. He just picked up his tray and was walking past us when something seemed to catch his eye. Oh, you. I looked up at him, suddenly realizing he was talking to me.
Anna!
I met you on the train. How are things settling down for you? Really well. I found my roommate and she's been helping me out. I I gestured to Mai, who was thunderstruck. In fact, looking around, everyone was. People stopped eating their turn and stared at Jared and me. My shoulders bunched around my neck. Are they the popular kids in school with normal boots? Well, if you ever need help, I'll be around. Third year, right? Or is he the only one in the school? Like, right? Like, do the other ones arrive later or something? I nodded. So my friends are in that year. Of course, they can't compare to me. I'll give them the heads up to look out for you. He flashed a dazzling smile, then winked. It's the least I can do for such a cute girl. Well, I'll see you around. I watched a torrent of thoughts raging through my head as he took a seat next to a bunch of guys who were all wearing the same jacket. Yep, they are in this game. Like now, at this current point. Okay, that's Jared. She tore her eyes away from him and looked at me. Yeah, they're definitely the popular kids in school. She tore her eyes away from him and looked at me.
He's so cute.
He's the most beautiful guy in school.
Oh, Jared.
I love her like reaction. I looked at Mai. Her cheeks were glowing an indecent pink. Why do they all wear those jackets? Aren't all the guys supposed to wear blue blazers as part of their uniform? No, they're allowed to. They're, you know, Jared. That girl turned back around and was looking at me with sudden interest. Did I know him? Is she an antagonist or something? Did I know him? I only talked to him on the train for a few minutes, so not really. We weren't friends or anything. But looking around, Mai and this girl weren't the only ones who were interested. Everybody seemed to be listening in. They seemed so surprised when he talked to me. Maybe a little white lie couldn't hurt? Let's go with I guess so. The girl looked at me up and down if she were God, I can't talk. I'm so sorry I didn't introduce myself earlier, did I? I'm Mimi. Nice to meet you. So how did you meet Jared? Oh, come off it, Mimi. Jared's not interested. Mai and Mimi stared at each other for a few seconds, having some kind of silent mental battle. Then Mimi turned away and continued to eat. Sorry, it was clear that she was just trying to get in with you for her own agenda, so I cut her off. Get in with me? Why? Well, you asked me about those guys and their jackets, right? Those are their normal Boots Club jackets. Oh, there's a club for them? They're what? What's Normal Boots Club? Hey, it's everyone. It's a club we have at school here. It's like totally exclusive and full of only the coolest students. They get together and play video games. That one right there is John. JonTron, yeah. And there's Jacques. Yeah, okay. John is also the president of the drama club here at school. I would have made a joke about that, but like if you see his videos, he like there's a lot of drama in his videos. He's really, I don't even know how to put it. PBG. His actual name is Austin, by the way. He revealed it in a video, I think. One of his older videos. Soccer players. I didn't know he played soccer. Gerard, come please first. Itty bitty kitty. Next to him is Jared, also known as Pro Jared. He's a model. Interesting. Then there's Satchbag, but everyone calls him Satch. He's like crazy smart. That's his actual name in this game. Those guys over there are Paul, Nick, and Josh. Continue. Yeah. Paul, the one standing up as the student council president. And the guy on the end there is Shane. He knows more about video games than anyone ever. Never heard of Shane. Is he a new character or something? Chick still dreaming signer of mashed potatoes. So how would someone you know join the Normal Boots Club? You don't choose the neat boots, Hannah. The boots choose you. Just look at her face while she's saying that. So unfitting. ... What does that even mean? You don't have to be presented with the boots. Oh, you have to be presented with the boots to be in the club, and they're like super selective. What are the boots? The club has this boot statue. It's like the one on their patches, but it's gold-plated. It's their mascot, I guess. They do this weird initiation ritual with it. Ritual? I hear they fill a room with candles and wear these totally creepy robes during initiation. This year, two girls said she saw it once, and they were all like chanting around the boots, and it sounded like they were talking backwards. Creepy. But I don't believe her. And even if it's true, I don't care if they're cold, because they're all really hot. Do they have a lot of friends? Yeah, tons of friends. I'd say they're the most popular kids in school. I mean, everyone in school totally looks up to them. I bet they could get any girl in school, too. Or boy, for that matter. Hey, are you gonna eat your cake? I shook my head and pushed the plastic tray across the table to her. For the remainder of lunch, I listened to Mike talk about Jared through mouthfuls of half-dissolved frosting. Back at the dorm, I sorted through the pile of textbooks the school left for me. My radio was playing a poppy tune, equal parts music to static. Mai firmly scribbled in a notebook at her desk, hunched over it with strikingly poor posture. Hey, Mai.
Hey!
Mm-hmm. Am I supposed to have a textbook for History 309? Yeah, this one. By the way, I'm really into history. Just not my history class, because I always have terrible teachers. Almost always. I sighed. I don't have that one. The school must have missed it. Mai shrugged and set the textbook back in her pile. They have a bunch at the library. You can just check one out. Where's the library? Mai riffled through our notebook and wrote something down. She... Who did you drop that? Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'll be back in a little bit. Took me... That is an awesome library! Holy... I've never seen a library that awesome. Maybe in movies, but... Wow. They're lucky. The library was much larger than I expected. The walls lined from floor to ceiling with books of all sizes on rough wooden shelves. Intimidated, I headed for the front desk. Recognizably green and gray jacket was bent behind the counter. Normal boots. I briefly considered running away. It's Satch.
Hey.
Can I help you? Too late. Yeah. The school forgot to give me one of my textbooks. I was told that I could get it here. Which one is it? The History 309 textbook. He stepped from behind the counter and motioned for me to follow. We dodged between the aisles in comfortable silence. He seemed friendly enough. I should say something. What was his name again? Satch. No, it's Satch. Shane. He doesn't look like Gerard at all. Well, actually, he doesn't look like Shane at all. Is Shane like a fictional character? Is he actually normal? Because I literally have not heard of him. Shane, Gerard, John? No, not John. Satch. I love the way she says that. Oh, you work here? Of course you worked here. He chuckled, dimples appearing in his cheeks. Yeah, I'm the librarian's assistant. It's my second year, and I love it. I get to help people find books that speak to them. His eyes twinkled like a kid's on Christmas. Your book's right down here. He stopped at a row of thick, dusty books. Oh, is this all history? And pulled out the book with the powder wick bag I saw earlier. Thanks! He waved his hand. There's nothing. Do you need help with anything else? I wanted to make a good impression on the Normalwoods Club, but I couldn't come up with anything. No, thanks.
Copacetic.
No idea what he said. As we headed back to the cavernous library, my unease stunted away. I resisted the urge to snuggle up to him. We neared the front desk, stepping around a clump of studying students. As we passed, one of them shifted. Uh-oh. Something white flew past my face. What the? It was surprisingly heavy. There was a quarter inside of it. It was just, if I was just a hair slower, it would have hit me in the face. The students snickered, and I recognized the boys that made fun of my hair this morning among them. My heart dropped. I scanned my memory for anything I might have done to offend them, but it came up with nothing. My hand started to shake. I hid it behind my back, trying to think of some way to defend myself. Why did you do that? What do you mean? We're just messing around. I give him a British accent because it says posh boy. Are you suggesting we did it on purpose? I faltered. There's nothing I could... Yeah. That is just... I once had this experience. Like, there's some people there who are supposed to, like, help you on the first day of school, but then one day I had a similar experience. Like, they were just mean to me for no reason. They were just rude and stuff. I hate people like that. So I get where Lana's coming from. She, like, scared and stuff. I was just, like, in shock that people could be so rude with my experience. I wish I were... A gentle warmth... Oh, it's called Satch. Closed over my hand and took the paper from me. Satch examined the paper closely. I see what the problem is. Your aim would be better if you cut the corners before you folded it. He placed the paper on the table. The boy looked at him in sheer awe. Be careful, though. You almost hit her, and that would have been awful. My hands began to sweat as panic shifted through me, afraid of the response, but... Geez, we're sorry. We'll be careful next time. Yeah, it was an accident. They apologized. Thanks, I appreciate it. He gave them a wide smile and continued off down the aisles. I followed closely behind, my legs weak. Don't tell me to stop because of him, simply because I was with him? I wanted to thank him, but my heart was pounding so hard I knew my voice would shake. We reached the front counter and he scanned the history book. My lips trembled as I willed myself to say something, anything to thank him. He tilted his head to the side. What books do you like to read? Fiction? He chuckled. I just finished a good book. I think it'd be right up your alley if you don't mind me saying so. He reached under the counter, pulled out a thick green book, and passed it to me. A man in black stood on the front, hugging a woman in royal robes. It's long, but it's one of my favorites. The Princess Betrothed. I know things can be tough transferring to a new school. If you're ever worried, just read this. I'll transfer you 100 miles away in a second. Tears stung my eyes, so I ducked my head.
Sash.
I love the way she said that, so... For more than just the books. You're welcome. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't think I got your name.
My name is Hana Mizuna.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Hana. Let me know how you like the book. I will. That couldn't have gone better. Not only was Satch impossibly kind, but being around him felt easy, refreshing. Like being doused in the mist of a waterfall, yeah. Oh gosh, what was I thinking? My cheeks hot, I left the library, two surprisingly heavy books under one arm. Settled into bed, eager to get started with my new reading material, but Maya was sitting at her desk, carving a pencil idly into the pages of a notebook. Every few minutes she released a long, drawn-out sigh as the lead of her pencil whined against the paper. I learned my book and took the page. Is there something wrong, Maya? She let out another dreary sigh. I hope Jared noticed me this year. Does Jared know you like him? Maya rolled around in faint joy. I don't like Jared. Oh. I closed my book and set it aside, deciding to play along. Well, have you just tried talking to him? No, I mean, I have before. Why don't you try again? She bobbled her head from side to side, considering this like it never crossed her mind before. Yeah, maybe I could do that. Satisfied, I picked my book back up. Have you ever had a boyfriend, Hana? Huh?
What?
Me? No. Never. Really? Never?
Really?
Never. I bet you 10,000 yen that you totally need to keep for a year and fall in love by the end of the school year. You're pretty. I buried my face back in my book, barring the line from any further discussion. Fall in love by the end of the year? Me? If I were a betting kind of girl, I'd take that bet. I woke the next morning with what felt like a lizard in my throat. Maya was already up, shuffling through her school bag with an enigmatic grin. The first day of school. Ah, you're finally late. Her voice sliced through the air like a knife, and I winced. She was definitely a morning person. It's that time for the first day of school. Aren't you excited? I can't wait to see what's going to happen. What do you mean? Is something special happening today? Something strange always happens on the first day of school, especially to someone like you. She winked. Someone likes me? You know what I mean. She smiled and started messing with the pile of papers on her desk. Shaking my head, I got out of bed and pulled my uniform out of my closet. My palms sweat as I held a gold vest and blue jacket. Was it really possible for things to be different here than they were at home? What if the problem wasn't actually the school? Shook the thoughts out of my mind and changed into my uniform. Oh, what is it? You look so cute.
Really?
He crept up my neck. Yes, completely.
Yeah.
Your hair matches your uniform so well. You look like a flower blooming straight out of the ground. Thank you. Water stung the back of my eyes, and I turned to start packing my backpack. Why was I getting worked up about something as little as this? Is something wrong? No, nothing's wrong. I'm just happy. How dumb was that? I started crying as the first sign of someone being nice to me. Well, people have treated her horribly at the school so far. Especially those, the posh boy, the tall, those people. I took a deep breath to study my nerves. What an oddly menacing laugh. I'm so bad at imitating that laugh. Thud. All there left in my lungs is something like horseshoe slammed against my back. You'll do just fine. Don't worry, this is gonna be awesome. I stood stiffly peered on my shoulder. That was you?
What?
Somehow she had the strength of a bodybuilder. Nothing. I was just about to zip my bag up when I spotted the book Satch gave me lying on my nightstand. The Princess Betrothed. He said if I ever needed to be transported somewhere far away, I could take it with me. It's pretty good so far. Maybe it would have been smart to bring it along. There's no in case I had no one to talk to between class periods. But I need it for my first day of class. I'd say take it, cause why not? I put it into my already overfull bag, biting my lip. It never hurt to be prepared, right? You're ready? Yeah, let's go. Stick with me and you'll be fine. I opened the door and together we stepped in the hallway. Fruit flavoring perfume. I can't English today. Oh my. I did not know we lived on the same floor. No way, really? That's so awesome. Uh-oh.
What a jerk.
I feel like we're gonna get lost. I can feel it. It's foreshadowing. Oh no, is it gonna be the wrong person or something? Yep, it's the wrong person. Huh? Oh, who are you? The girl's eyes flashed almost like a jolt of electricity shot through them. She looks angry. It's her problem. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were someone else, not something. She said nothing and turned away. Before I knew it, I stood outside of Primrose's house, watching the flow of girls disperse across campus. Mine was nowhere to be seen. I couldn't even hear a chippy voice. Oh man. Took a deep breath, biting my lip. This wasn't a big deal. I could go to class alone. But I didn't even know where the building was. Reached in my backpack and jotted out my class schedule. Homeroom 206 Poppy Hall? Which one was Poppy Hall again? One of the classrooms on the other side of campus? I picked a direction and began to walk, trying to ignore my rising panic at the thought of arriving late to the first day of class. Alright guys, looks like we're gonna end the first part of our Let's Play right here. This was Chapter 1, Asagao Academy Normal Boots Club. And yeah, that'll end it. This is JPotic108 signing off. See you guys in the next one.